put our fingers on the pulse of the Neotropolis. The pulse is pumping live with our hosts, Brian West and the lovely Linda Ray. Myself, I'm Dwayne Watkins, the music maker, your MC, and today's show will be about fracking. The Pulse is a Method 8 production, brought to you in part by the Method 8 Incorporated.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Pulse with Brian West. Today's topic is official. It's going on. We're trying to separate the facts from the books, from the political standpoint, from the business standpoint. Ethics. Fracking. Is it good or is it bad? People are getting poisoned. Water is being set on fire, and they're still drilling. The money is being made, and the money is being dished out. Jobs are being created. Manufacturing is coming. This is something that we're going to talk about. When we come back from this break, is fracking good or is fracking bad? We got some facts. You're in The Pulse with Brian West, Linda Ray, and Wayne, the music maker. We're going to look at some stats. We'll be right back after this break. Before we go into the topic, let's analyze what fracking is. A contracted hydraulic fracturing company drills into the earth until they reach what they call the natural gas shale. A pumper truck then pumps water, chemicals, and sand into the shale. The natural gas then flows up out of the well and stored into tanks. By observing the diagram, the blue area represents water underneath the earth. This water is well water that could potentially be drinking water. You can also notice that when the ground evens itself back out, this could cause potential earthquakes. It's only theory, but it has been proven. Then you have empty spaces within the earth. Once the plates settle, the ground is still fractured. Now do you see why people are so concerned?
Beautiful day tonight, wasn't it? The sun shining and everything. Morning, Mr. Radio. Morning, Mr. Cheerio. Morning, little Oreo. Did I tell you that everything here is
Hi. Ladies and gentlemen, people,
in my mind?
children of all ages, welcome back into The Pulse with your host Brian West. Fracking, children, ladies, the song takes me back, but now we're in a day where you can drill a hole in the water, well, drill a hole in the earth. You'll be sitting in your bathroom getting ready to take a shower with your lovely girl you just met, rated PG, and next thing you know, the ground is shaking, the bath water is falling, and nobody's touched anybody yet. So tell us about this fracking. We're going to talk to you mainly, Linda, because you're the specialist on this.
I'm not a specialist. Nobody's really a specialist. There are no specialists. Fracking as we know it right now, although fracking started in 1947, as we know it now, it's only about 15 years old.
Oh.
It's not really that old. It's not really proven what the risks can be or will be. Some people say,
They wasn't gonna let them do
there are
that.
people who say that if you dig that far down in the ground, you're going to have to emit really hazardous chemicals into the air and into the water. And of course the industry says no, that doesn't happen because we have everything encased in cement, there's casing, nothing could go wrong.
Now, okay. So we're in Youngstown, where I live. All my Youngstownites out there. I'm out, I used to work for the post office, I'm delivering mail, and my mail truck starts shaking. And so, first thing I see is this woman come running off out of her house. It's because of the frackers! So, Wayne, if the earth ain't never shook in Youngstown, or hasn't ever shook in Youngstown, until they start drilling holes, who do we blame?
I think we know. I mean, we really know who, why it's, we know that the injection wells, that's, whether you want to say it's not an exact science, it is.
So you think that that's actually what starts. So now the environmentalists they're on the front line. They're complaining about the water. I think you did a report. Kids were being hospitalized because they're drinking contaminated water. Water's being set on fire, and the businessmen are still sitting back saying, "Drill in this front yard," So what do we do? I mean, how, it says we the people. I think was it President George W. Bush said it was okay. He passed some laws saying it was all right. And I think you did another report. The jobs are coming in, manufacturing increasing. So positive sides.
Do you know anybody who works for fracking?
Wait. I'm gonna let them know what I'm gonna talk about, because I want to get personal. Because let me fix my tie. Okay. The first thing we're gonna get to tonight is what makes sense. Fundamentals. Okay. Fundamentals is when I meet a girl, if I like her, we fundamentally fall in love. I'm not gonna make it complex. Now we've got, if the earth is not supposed to be dug in, fundamentally, are we supposed to be doing it? But now that there's money involved, it's okay. So let's get
whenever there's money, I mean, money is going to, money is going to mess really everything up.
Now fundamentally, that's what's always the problem. If can I buy your wife from you, Wayne?
No, I don't think I'm allowed to sell my wife.
It's the same as fracking. The environmentalists are punishing them, and they're saying kids are dying, babies are being poisoned, and Linda, you watched the lecture. They're still drilling. So do we need oil that bad, Linda? Tell us. Do we need oil that bad, or do we?
It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. We need jobs. That is the point that the industry is making. It's not only bringing in jobs in the fracking industry itself, but related industries such as manufacturing. Manufacturing jobs require energy.
Yeah.
And you can make the point if you say that there are health hazards involved from fracking. You can also say there are health hazards involved with poverty, for example, lack of nutrition, lack of health care, and that's the way the industry is arguing right now.
And that's the biggest argument. That's the biggest when it comes to environmentalists. Environmentalists, if you want to read some books, you have to read some books that make you think like an environmentalist. An environmentalist is somebody who loves animals. Sometimes these people can get radical. Do you think they're too radical, or do you think they have a point?
I think that they are thinking, if you dig that far down, there were chemicals to begin with from hundreds of thousands of years, and some of those chemicals are hazardous. You're going to release those, plus the chemicals from the fracking fluid, and it just makes sense to some people that it's got to be hazardous. There's got to be radioactive material, heavy metals, they call it, which cannot be filtered out in treatment plants. Okay. And that's what the environmentalists are arguing. However, the industry says there's no proof of that. Everything that's happening within the water is due to biological occurrences, natural occurrences. So you have both sides of the issue. And since what they call unconventional fracking, which is what they're doing now, which has to do with how much fracking fluid is involved, they say that it's safe because they're taking these precautions with the casing, the cement, and that they say it can be done safely. The fluid can go to the industry. I'm speaking of the industry itself, the shale.
You hold back over there, Wayne.
So the people who have the people who have been making all of the money and who stand at the risk of having the general public shut down their unsafe industry to stop them from making money. Now, think about this. If you've made $86 billion this year, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and now, okay, you made $86 billion, but now there's a certain amount of people who may not have as much money as you want to find out, they want to go to these colleges and they look and do these studies, right?
Yeah.
Why not just take maybe 2 of those billions of those 86 billions of the dollars that you've made just last year, right? And buy you a couple of scientists to say that the science that's already been proven may not, just to throw up a little bit of doubt.
Yeah.
Because the alternative is that industry is going to stop and they're not going to make that money. So people are up against the wall. That's what you're fighting against.
We all know that money is the root of all evil. It's biblical. And if fracking is evil, this is the way I look at it. It's simple mathematics. If it's wrong, why do they just not do it? It's almost like them saying...
Was slavery wrong?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Didn't people do it?
But people, now we have the same movement going on. People are on the front line saying it's wrong, and they're risking their lives. Some people
but they still let it go on before they stopped it. It went on for what, 400 years? So now that this fracking is being addressed, who, whose side are you on, Linda?
I'm saying that the risks have not been proven yet.
Okay. So in
only 15 years. I'm looking at both sides. I tend to be centrist.
Yeah.
I look at both sides. I'm saying that we need the money, we need the
resources.
We need the resources, we need energy independence if possible, because if we don't have it, some other country, another country, Russia, China, another emerging country, can take over and they can have all the money from fracking. So you have to look at it that way.
If they frack in their backyard, but see, I wouldn't, I mean, not to discount what you said, because I I understand where you're coming from, but I'm looking at it like this. Okay, if you're dealing with desperate, desperate industries. I mean, because if you're doing something and all of a sudden you know that it's got to change, right? Now, see, I'd be all for fracking if you brought those jobs to the community and you split all of that money with the community. But it's not. I mean, how many people do you know that are actually getting rich from the actual fracking industry? I don't know one person. I know a lot of people. If y'all know me, look on my Facebook page. If you work for the fracking industry, hit me up. Tell me I'm right.
Ladies
but
and
I don't know
gentlemen,
anyone.
We'll be back. Tell us, go to our blog after you see, once we post this video. Let us know what you think. Whose side are you on? Check Wayne out on Facebook. I don't do Facebook. Maybe if I did, maybe I'd talk to some people. But we'll be right back. When we come back, we're going to go into the band portion, into the skits. Hopefully you like our skit. And then we'll come back and sum up this topic. Whose side are you on? Are you for the drilling in the earth? Are you for the money business? Do you want a job for the multi-billionaires? Maybe I can get on their bandwagon. Or are you for little ordinary guys like me who like to run TV shows and sitcoms about smacking women and loving your mother? So we'll be right back on the Pulse with Brian West, Wayne the Music Maker, and the lovely, lovely Linda Ray. We'll be right back here on the Pulse.
Method8inc.com and Method 8 Arts Academy is a proud sponsor of the arts. Our productions can be viewed on our Method 8 Corp YouTube channel or by visiting Method8inc.com. All of our productions focus on conscious building issues with films like Miracle, The Land of Escobar, The Birth of the Dreamer, which deal with women's
rights. Touch me, you understand? Don't you ever touch me. I worked too hard for this, Precious, to make ranks, and I don't have time to go through this, okay? Even if this baby is mine, you get rid of it, okay? You get rid of it. You understand me?
Okay, well.
Method 8's Indian Summer, which focuses on sacrifice.
Complain. That's all you humans do. What, you think I poisoned your food? You think I'm some kind of killer? Lamani's not coming back.
Or Academy Special Projects with shows like Field Angels to help combat youth violence.
Here, Friedman.
President Bixby wants to shut you down.
Shut us down for what, Friedman? We're just getting started.
They say you've been using little girls to crack cases.
You put your hands on me, Freeman! I don't care! We've lost Penny, Raven, and Sparks! I'm the only one left, Freeman! We're gonna solve this! We're gonna turn this whole damn city into the kingdom after I get done!
All these productions can be viewed on our YouTube channel. All donations can be made at method8inc.com. Every donation goes towards production to combat issues to save lives, with classes and funds to train and support the actors. All sponsors are recognized in every program. It is the belief of every representative at Method 8 to believe in their abilities and to use art to save lives. Show your support today at method8inc.com.